I look forward to hearing from you today. We already have, but I do have a couple of questions for you, Mr. Kimsey. In your opening remarks and written statement, you said since January 20th, the SBA has approved nearly 53,000 504 7A loans, $28.3 billion in volume, a 14% increase in loan volume compared to the same period last year. This is a remarkable success story, sir. Under the direction of President Trump and Administrator Loeffler, you guys are doing remarkable work there. How do you cut down on the fraud like you have done, given greater security through underwriting and these loan programs, and still have a 14% increase? How do you do it?
Thank you, Congressman, for that question. Exactly. Under President Trump's leadership and Administrator Loeffler, we've been able to do that because of our lender excitement and just the leadership here of wanting to get back to lending to Main Street America. I mean, that's what our lending community says to me and what I hear when I talk to them. I just had one last night call me, say, thank you for what you're doing. We're going to lean in and do more lending under the SBA programs. And as I traveled last week, I heard the same thing because they know what we're doing. We're focused on Main Street lending, providing capital, none of the political things that were going on before. And just knowing, you know, getting away from do what you do. That's another thing they've shared. That we have principles in place, guardrails in place, so they know what's expected of the SBA, and that's what's driving the volume, and that's what's going to continue to drive lending to small manufacturers and small businesses across this country, because we are going to create this manufacturing boom.
No one likes going on a diet or getting in shape. I'm proof positive of that. It requires a little bit of pain, doesn't it? We are going through a little bit of pain now for a long-term gain for our economy, for the small businesses in America. You are a part of that. Can you explain how the Made in America Manufacturing Finance Act, or MAF, will strengthen domestic manufacturing and benefit U.S. manufacturers?
Thank you for that question. Certainly, again, under President Trump's leadership, we're going to bring manufacturing back to America. We've lost, you know, over 70,000 manufacturers over the last 20 years and millions of jobs, and we desperately need manufacturing in this country. We should quit relying on foreign resources for our products, and that's exactly what President Trump's doing. And thank you for, you know, the support of this committee, bringing back the increase and increasing the loan limit from $5 to $10 million. That's going to be vitally needed. As I spoke with a manufacturer last week, and I hear that weekly from manufacturers, from borrowers. When is the increase coming? We need the additional capital.
Mr. Kimsey, I just want to say thank you. I know it was a shocker when you got in there and started looking at the books to see how much fraud and lack of oversight for these loan programs created a really hardship for the American taxpayers. But you, Administrator Loeffler, and President Trump, thank God we have someone in there looking after the taxpayers' dollars. And I look forward to working with you as part of this committee and chair of the Oversight Subcommittee to make sure that this Made in America, America First agenda continues through the Small Business Committee. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Gentleman yields back. I now recognize Ms. Goodlander from the great state of New Hampshire for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.